I'm a student of the world, I'm the suitable spawn to put the food on my garb and spit and chew on a front was never simply enough. I long for lands in the brush. You could be a model citizen grunt, you could be some woke folk, you could worship the sun. I used to think of the world of only one side, now I paint a canvas with anything that I want. Screw it, on a million different heads, ask questions and love as much as you can. Found peace and solitude under boulders of grief. Through a rummage, overthrew every single little speech that I had before. Just a brainwave synthesized, took a step up out the door on a fresh fleshy surface, moving body like it's cursive. Have a problem with temptation if I didn't know the serpent. You could take me for a fool if you want, we'll pretend I have no logic at all, yo. We could turn around, count to 10 and then have a conversation until you start to condescend. You could take me for a fool if you want, we'll pretend I have no logic at all, yo. We could turn around, count to 10 and then have a conversation until you start to condescend. I used to prove too much to ever clear, jump as high as you want, try to keep up with peers, sheer force willing to just go home immediate. Being hated by anyone's a constant waking fear. You could catalog it, store it in your pocket. I threw it away and opened up the faucets, though air is what I move in, the constant waking brood. Water's a source of sustenance, so never gloom. Gain a few, lose a screw, whatever. I've consumed and forgotten, written out a ledger, speaking ways on how I live, and frankly, I don't really have much to give except F. You can take me for a fool if you want, we'll pretend I have no logic at all, yo. We could turn around, count to 10 and then have a conversation until you start to condescend. You could take me for a fool if you want, we'll pretend I have no logic at all, yo. We could turn around, count to 10 and then have a conversation until you start to condescend. Today's a day like any other, but it's one straight at ya. Grown what's to grow when it's traveling faster. Blasting at your chest with a drop kick topic. Backhand, screaming out who's the master. I'll muddy your water if you're stirring the stew. Stop 1,000-man march over breaking the rules. Ain't no mountain high enough to have me stop in pursuit, to kicking the day's ass, steady clocking the jewels. Now, who is this human? Yo, it's Virgil the Wolfe. Missed 11-11 by 7 seconds, I'm shook. Unintelligent resident, bringing words and embellishments. Flip a day like a break and turn to various moods. Ready, able, and sue. Precious time has been sown, 10,000 hours or more, yet I still steady drool. Ain't no loss in the words, I got some veteran tools, so I can flip any perspective if I'm losing the pool. Yo, there's no point in fighting nature, but I still won't write a hook here. The urgency is real, surgical precision, sloppy execution, no more. Steady planting on the field, sowing what you reap and blah blah blah. Plenty, pentium dissonance of the cognitive nature. Any person can tell you patience takes its own turn, but the real one resume with a new virtue earned. And I unlearn at an alarming rate, opening simultaneously all the gates, closing in a chosen frame of forgotten importance, all to face an alarm clock saying I'm awful late. Another problem struggling with time, relate to previous state of affairs in the cerebellum. Chase them for a 7 or 11, roll them, then you're gone. Chance got a grip on your hand all along, and I just wanna say the time is not a friend unless you want it to be. One second you're here, and the next you're gone, and probably back again to sing some of these songs. To hover over like a fear of the landing. Eloquent movements appearing ever surrounding. Seat of the century, the feeling set to the sea. Washing away the mystery of who could I be. Never negate the movement of the great symphony. Though ominous tones overflow, you think it won't cease. Left it muddled like tomorrow might not. Grim like my coffee, sweeter than you would have thought. Dropped on a corner, staring at the other side of my face, losing sleep all the summer. Time likes to tower till it passes during slumber, leaving animosity, no amount of hunger. Scratch away the post until it pisses you off. Living in one spot, got our mind left to rot. Only thing to do is to say why not. Only thing to do is to say why not. And if you haven't arrived, let me know so I can stand outside. Drifted to another land, attempted to discover other sides of the same world, never did recover. Losing sleep, gaining time, losing time, gaining sleep. Losses or wins, it's the same in the end. I'm a loser, I'm a win, or I'm a lose. Vain for attention, I blame current pension of embers brighter than ever. The blaze of an instant plays on a camera and raised to be listed and hashtag the death word play to aggression. Waves, current waves raise the question. Do fads burn out and re-sway with attention? And last week where we lay in confession, the best place that I've been in a while. Lost in a fountain, found in a pen. Scribbles of trouble uncovered, I suffered the sin. Rubble and other things on a percussion hit. Following an invisible tempo, I was sent. Trying about casual, tangible was the weather as it dripped more than I could handle. They say the waves acclimate in temperamental phases, and we don't really have a life to follow subtle stasis. And if you haven't arrived, let me know so I can stand outside. Drifted to another land, attempted to discover other sides of the same world, never did recover. Losing sleep, gaining time, losing time, gaining sleep. Losses or wins, it's the same in the end. I'm a loser, I'm a winner. I'm a loser, I'm a winner. On the glass with the weight of the blues on the chest. Breathing with trouble impressed. Lingers anxiety quietly. One of us chose to accept. Losing the game when we're bad. Shiny the policy keeps us around on a leash as a pet. I'ma be civil and say that the pay is a little bit worth it. Either explode, have a smoke, or write down what you know with a purpose. All of it close to the surface. Tired of being a servant. Stuck in a cog like so many others. A call for the sermon. Believe me when I say that it's okay to float along. The pressure builds you up, but you ain't ever gone away from trouble, gone from any pain. Gotta live through struggle, gotta play the game. Believe me when I say that it's okay to float along. The pressure builds you up, but you ain't ever gone away from troubles, gone from any pain. Gotta live through struggle, gotta play the game.
Deep in a hole in a trap of a mouse with its tail in a vice. Strike like iron when it's hot, like it got struck by lightning twice. Hype in itself as a lie, it's a snake if you see it didn't bit you. Venom in itself into danger, it's house misused. Get good, get better, get out, get freedom. Get fatter, get bread, have doubts, don't really need them. Get more engorged by house, cut trees down. Get no money, no hands to hold out. Seasons, I'm done with seeing the silver lining on every dark cloud. I want the guts to be gilded in gold and platinum. Now how am I pleading my case? No one finds me enthralling. Holding my hands behind me won't keep me from falling. This pit is bottomless. I am no alchemist. I cannot translate the language I'm talking, and you are my nemesis. I cannot give you the tennis I'm walking, and you are the reason I'm quiet. The sequence of signals and signs, losing my my calm again.
Believe me when I say that it's okay to float along. The pressure builds you up, but you ain't ever gone away from trouble, gone from any pain. Gotta live through struggle, gotta play the game. Believe me when I say that it's okay to float along. The pressure builds you up, but you ain't ever gone away from troubles, gone from any pain. Gotta live through struggle, gotta play the game. Stack rolls, toilet paper hoarding tactics, scaring bulls left and right. We're ready for the forging of a lifetime. The lifeline of Earth didn't matter to some. That's for future generations to come, or so I've heard. Now I move at the beat of a torn drum and still listen indefinitely, with source income that's scarce compared to billionaires on potty breaks, and how my body stays malnourished by this mental state. Got plenty cats consejos like, have you tried meditation or worked out lately? Well, my situation's going on 7 months of body mold and still depressed. Some days better than others, but I still pass the test of living one more day. That's all I need as long as today's promised, and I'm practicing to breathe, but it's tough. Nobody told me that I wasn't okay until I saw a mountain and felt nothing. It's funny how reflections seem clear in stillness, and as you move, ripples multiply again. It's funny how distorted you can be without a witness, and think that a shadow could be a leviathan. Fell down, try again, but lately I don't wanna. Fell down, try again, but lately I don't wanna. Fell down, try again, but lately I don't wanna. Lately I don't wanna. I know it sounds cliche, I need something to hold me over you. My mind's embraced reality, seeming lucid as defaced property rebuilds and brings out equity again with a seal approved. A lifetime's not to lose. Kick up the dirt of your own and get a clue. It's what you do when you ain't listening. It's where you go when your mind's wandering. Lead a greyhound to racetracks and have it chase an animal for hours of entertainment. Kinda casual to bet on someone else, but yourself's a little tougher since the bunny hopping's closer in the mirror than you think. I blink and days turn to weeks. Ripples slow and steady, water staring at the creek. Growing out of pressure, ain't no leisure in the stress. Even slow into a creep, I know that I should catch my breath. With health, taking the long draws, canvassing clothes, paintbrush, rushing the blood, cost a fragment of energy, so we're giving it thanks. Gift of life from my mother, won't forget what it's worth. Drummer plays me the score, I just give it a word. Breath of life over meaning, misconstrued on this earth. Sacrifice don't mean bleeding, vulnerability hurts. Gladly give you some knowledge, I just wanna be heard. I just want you to care. Sit my ass on the porch and then give me a scolding about how it's all approached. Grow into an environment with some humans around me. Gladly will break bread with any surrounding, just enough to settle away from cages of phones and rushing thoughts that cross your mind when you're alone at the top of the morning, loving being awake, trusting yourself regardless of mental state. Take a breath with all the compromise of being alone, to find the birds chirp your name, the earth turns to your score. You do, you do, you do, you do. Take a walk with all the compromise of being alone, to find find the birds chirp, you name the earth turns, do you score? Or you do, you do, you do, you do. Validation makes the deed, but who is it for? If I'm proving a point, if I meddled in war, grin approval from everyone, yet when we're all alone, can't stand at the notion, overthinking I'm torn. The many different shapes of water's a representation of me, and a reacting agent too afraid to just be. Scenarios are scary though. I'm 12 again, head has been filled with warm medicine of counteracting confidence, suppressing back to timid around an audience. On stage I can body it, one-on-one I'm frolicking away. Guess I never had the proper words to say. Take a walk with all the compromise of being alone, to find the birds chirp, you name the earth turns, you score. Or you do, you do, you do, or you do. Take a walk with all the compromise of being alone, to find the birds chirp, you name the earth turns, you score. Or you do, you do, you do, you do. Take a walk with all the compromise of being alone, to find the birds chirp, you name the earth turns, you score. Or you do, you do, you do, you do. Take a walk with all the compromise of being alone, to find the birds chirp, you name the earth turns, you score. Or you do, you do, you do.